All right, children, the time now is 7:30. 7:30 already. Right, let's begin lesson, okay? So today, right, we will be doing a little bit of the last week one question homework, which is on Glenn and Lawrence. All right, we use something called before and after. And I told you about the what? Using the fraction as part of the ratio presentation, remember? All right, so we'll be doing that question first. After that, we'll be going into something called fraction linking to units, which is a very important topic, but it's very simple. Don't worry about it. All right. So that one, right, you all must know. You all must know it by today, right? From fraction to units or fraction to ratio. All right. Then we'll have a little bit of Kahoot fun. Then we'll go into some problem solvings regarding ratio. All right, something called repeated identity. So today's lesson is fully packed. All right, so please stay awake and let's go. Okay. Okay, so remember this question? So this was from last week. This was from last week. So I did a very similar question. Okay, and I told you to use something called the fraction as part of the ratio to do it. All right, this is called the before and after kind of question. So the first line, Glenn had $486 more than Lawrence at first. So this first line, right, has been summarized down here already. So Lawrence is like 1 unit. Glenn got $486 more. So it's just 1 unit plus 486. Then you read a little bit more. Here you have to focus really, children. Focus. Glenn spent 2/3 of his money. Sorry. All right. Glenn spent 2/3 of his money. And the of means what? The of means times. All right, his money. This is his money. This whole thing is his money. All right, this whole thing is his money. Can? So Glenn spent 2/3 of his money on a vest. Okay, let's go and do something with Glenn first. Down here is his spending. All right, spending money is okay. All right. No lah, he's not wasting his money. Don't worry. All right, he's spending his money, and maybe he need a vest, he need a blazer to look good for some wedding ceremony, maybe, right? All right, so the 2/3, right, of his money, you have to do a multiplication. But please remember, children, there are two parts to this portion here. There's the 1 unit, and also there is the 486. All right, so your 2/3 must be 2/3 times your 1 unit first. Right, there are two parts to it. 2/3 times 1 unit is equal to 2/3 units. It's spent. All right. And also your 2/3, right, must be used to apply into the dark blue portion, which is the 486. Okay. So just press your calculator. Times means, off means times. So 2/3 times 486. Just do it. All right, 324. It's actually very straightforward. Just know that there are two different things. The units and the money need to be dealt with separately. Okay? Then what happened? Lawrence spent 1/4 of, again, of means times, his money. All right? So down here, 1/4 times his money of 1 unit is equal to 1/4 unit. Spend. So all these are belonging to the spend. What happened afterwards? What happened afterwards? All right, so you have to read properly. Look, children. Before Glenn got 1 unit, he spent 2/3 unit. So what is left? He's left with 1/3 unit. Can you see or not? All right. Before everything, Glenn got 1 unit down here. He spent 2/3 unit. He's left with 1/3 unit. Next. Glenn actually got 486 down here. He spent 324. What is left down here? So you take 486 minus 324. All right, that will give you a 162. All right, that will give you a 162 plus 162 down here. And let's take a look at Lawrence's story. Lawrence started off with 1 unit. He spent 1/4 unit. He's left with 3/4 unit. Are you still with me? Why do I need to find the after? All right, because after means what? After means what they are left with what? Left, right? And the clue is that there is $422 left. So all the black color, represents the 422. Can you see or not? Once you got to here, woohoo, you can feel a little bit happy. You know why? Because you can use something called here and there to help you. 1/3 unit plus 3/4 unit. All right, all the units on one side is equal to the 422 plus 162 bring across is minus 162. All right, this type of question can be easily 4-mark question, so it is definitely part of your paper 2. Paper 2 means that you can press your calculator. Press 1/3 plus 3/4. All right, you'll get a 13/12. Yeah, 13/12 unit. Are you afraid? You shouldn't be. Don't be afraid. 422 minus 162. 422 minus 162 is equal to 260. I am always looking for my 1 unit. Always look for the 1. From 13/12, how do you get to 1? You divide by itself. Always divide by itself. But if you do that on the left, remember you are supposed to do that on the right also. If you take your 260 divided by 13/12, is it a nice number? Please, please, please. Is it a nice number? Woohoo! Beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. So the 1 unit is actually $240. Can you see? Such a beautiful number after you divide by such an ugly fraction. Means you're on the right track already. Can? All right. Hello, Jiaqi. Hello, Cynic. Hello, Christina. All right. Glad that you can join us. Abraham also. All right. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So now we got the 1 unit already, right? What is the question asking for? How much is the dog in the window? Woof, woof. No, sorry. Not asking doggy. Hey, hey. How much more did the vest cost than the blazer? So Glenn is the one that bought the vest. So Glenn spent how much on the vest? So Glenn bought the vest, right? And he spent how much? He spent 2/3 unit plus 324 on the vest. Okay, that is Glenn. And we know that 1 unit is $240. All right, so 1 unit is $240, right? Question, what is 2/3 unit? All right, don't be afraid. All right, ask yourself, 1, how to get to 2/3 times 2/3? This is called rate. This is called rate. So 240 also must times 2/3. Press your calculator. 240 times 2/3. Answer is $160. All right, but not only that, you have to plus a 324. So the vest is actually 160 plus 324. Remember, you're supposed to work them separately. The 2/3 unit and the 324. They are 2 different things. And down here is 484. Wow, the vest is quite expensive. Okay, so this is the vest. Then you need to go and find the what? The blazer. The blazer. Who bought the blazer? Lawrence. All right, he bought the blazer. And how much he paid? He paid 1/4 unit for the blazer. So what do we have again? We have 1 unit is actually $240. Can we go and find out what is 1/4 unit? No problem. From 1, how do you get to 1/4? Times 1/4. You do the same on the right-hand side. This is called fairness. And the blazer only cost $60. So cheap. All right, compared to his vest. The question is, how much more? How much more? Yes, the vest is more expensive. By how much? You are supposed to find the difference. All right, and it is actually $424 more. And that's your answer. Children, this type of question, easily 4 marks or 5 marks? Yes, it is. All right, so you don't try to go and draw model. It's going to be a little bit difficult to cut and all this. All right, so my suggestion is to use this method. Learn to incorporate the fraction into the ratio presentation. All right, do something called before and after. It shows you a very clear story. Once the story is very clear, it's very easy to do one. It's very fun to do one, really. All right, try, at least try. Can? All right, this was your homework from last week, question number 7. Okay? All right, so if you need to take a picture, you can. If you don't want, don't worry. I'll be uploading this PowerPoint into your tutorial 5 so that you can download. Okay or not, children? All right. Oh yeah, I'm really on the Chinese New Year mood already, man. Just want the holiday to come quicker. Sorry, so holiday mood. Woo! Sorry. Yeah, all the goodies. Oh, all the pineapple tarts. Oh. Sorry. All right, and all the love letters. Okay, never mind. All right, so moving forward. All right, nobody's excited. Everybody's face looks very sad, like Chinese New Year, like your old people money like that. Yeah, don't like that lah. Holiday, come on. Okay. Okay, so moving forward, let's look into this. Hey, children, you're supposed to upload question 8 and question 10, you know. All right, your working solution into the worksheet. All right, I show you the video, right? I give you the link. I don't know whether you managed to take the time off to go and look at the link. All right. So what I see here is I can see that some of the students actually did the worksheet, like Avery, Christina, Manisha, Ping In, Prashan. All right, these people actually did the worksheet. That's good. All right, that's very good. Hey, the rest, right, must also try to do the worksheet lah. Can? All right. So when you try to do the worksheet also, when you are supposed to upload certain answers, right, like this, question 8 and 10, please try to upload into the system so that I can see where your mistakes are, so that I can give my side of the comments and all this. All right. And it's important that we learn from each other's mistake so that you will not make the same mistakes in your exam. Can? All right, so try to upload the solutions, all right, for specific questions as stated in the instruction. Okay? Okay, come. So our focus today is actually down here. All right, our focus today is actually down here. Expressing fractions and ratios to units. Oh, this is very important. If you can understand this portion, right, I'm very happy already. All right, the rest is actually quite simple. All right, but this one, if you can understand this portion, I am very happy already, seriously. Can? Oh, my favorite part is the family reunion. Mine too. All right, mine too. All right. So yesterday or last week, actually, last Saturday, I already had my family reunion. Right, we are quite kiasu, right? Because it's cheaper lah. Right, because during Chinese New Year, everything is more expensive, the food. So we try to have the reunion all this earlier to save some costs. Yep. All right. Okay, come, children. So now I want to give you a little bit of the quick notes, some of the important things that we have to look out for. Okay? So usually, right, for the quick notes, if you can, you do write down. All right, it's very useful and important. That's my view for it. Okay, come. So if I have something like that, if I have A, all right, versus B. A is like a person, all right, B is another person. Like A is for Avery and B is like Burn. So A has 2/3 Burn. Can you see or not? So there are 2 persons down here. One is A, one is B. And guess what? There's a fraction in the center. For this situation, right, the numerator is always for A and the denominator is for B. Simple as that. All right, so they say that A is 2/3 of B, right? When they say A is 2/3 of B, it simply means that A has what? It simply means that A has 2 units. Can or not? All right, the numerator is for the front and B got what? 3 units. The denominator is for the back. Is that okay? So this is a very simple way of reading the question. This is a very simple way of reading the question. All right, 2 person, the fraction in the center, numerator for the front, denominator for the back. All right, yes. Next, sometimes they may add in an extra word. All right, so sometimes they may add in an extra word. What do I mean? Look. Children, look. A, all right, 2/3 is still 2/3. B,